Fair, spoiler-free reviews of the newest films. Vaughn on Movies.
Brought to you by Charles C. Harmon Co. and by Christian Bale Workout.org. In Scream 4, Neve Campbell reprises her role as Sidney Prescott, the survivor of the Scream saga and inspiration for the Stab film franchise. On visiting her hometown, she inspires a revised version of the original massacre. Sounds like I've heard this one before.
The world's toughest movie critic.
Because director Wes Craven skillfully combined dark humor with film fanatic characters, the original 1996 Scream is rightfully considered a breath of fresh air for the horror genre. Even though all the key players are back, I can't totally say the same thing for this one. There are many moments in Scream 4 that come across as totally farcical. This could be due to outlandish dialogue, overselling a performance, excessive blood. So you got the hero's chick driving an SUV while dressed like Jamie Gertz from Less Than Zero, and Emma Roberts is riding shoddy, and I'm thinking, okay. And then here comes Victoria's Secret, and I'm like, holy shnikes. No, seriously, Marielle, I'm gonna be a big deal next week, so we better go ahead and schedule lunch, you know, in case I get too busy for you. The tone of this movie is all over the place. The beginning is Scary Movie, and some of the characters throughout the film act like they're in that franchise. Courtney Cox is the only one capable of delivering the right amount of comedy to still feel like she's conveying realism. It's bizarre seeing a remake where characters are confronting their replacements. I'm not totally sure how I feel about this, but any jab at the reboot culture Hollywood is springing up on us is a good thing, even though it gets to be a little overbearing. In fact, Scream 4 is so self-aware, they actually talk about being self-aware. I don't buy into the motive behind the killings at all, but when did we? And if the characters know they're remaking the original film, why are they not looking for two killers? There's also a bizarre scene where a girl gets like stabbed up and there's blood all over the walls, except one of them. What is it, protected by the scrubbing bubbles? And I hated Marley Shelton, who is the redundant Barney Fife, one of several characters always popping up in the strangest places. And before I give out my final score, I have to give a shout out to Rhyme Too Well for answering this week's Pop Quiz Hotshot trivia question. If you want to win a shout out, follow me on Twitter at Vaughn on Movies. Then, Monday, 6 p.m. Central Time, be the first to answer the trivia question. Despite major tone issues, especially with the ridiculous intro, which had people walking out of the theater, the movie eventually gets back to the tone of the original. Enough so for me to give Scream 4 a mild recommend with a score of 2.5 out of 4 stars. I'll see you guys next time.